welcome to the class. So today is my first class. My name is Haider Ali. I'll be taking your social science classes for class 9. So today I'll be starting my class with political science of class 9. So I'll be starting with a new chapter, electoral politics. So let's start. So our first topic is, why do we need elections? What is the need of elections? So first of all, let us learn what exactly are elections. It is a mechanism by which people can choose their representatives at regular intervals. So it is a mechanism means system by which people can choose their representatives, means to say leaders, at regular intervals, means time to time after a duration of 5 years, with the help of what? With the help of voting. And what is the system of voting? There will be a voting, there will be some candidates, and you have to put vote, and the one who will win with majority will form his or her government. So this is what election. So why do we need elections? These are the needs for election. In an election, people can choose who will make laws for them. So it's completely up to the Republic of India. They have the right to choose the one who will form government upon them and one who will make laws, rules and regulations for them. Now, who makes laws for us at home? Our parents, our father and our mother. So like us in a country, the laws will be made by the people who will win in the election. That is the majority party, that is the ruling party. Now, there is two concepts, ruling party and opposition party. The ones who wins with majority is ruling party, and the one lagging behind, the losing party, those loses with some of the votes, is the opposition party. Now the second one, people can choose who will form government and take decisions. So with the help of voting, that is election, people can choose who will form government for them and who will take decisions on tax, on every type of decision, financial decision, administrative decision, welfare decisions. All those decisions will be won by the party who will win in the election. Now our next topic, what makes an election democratic? Now what is democracy? Democracy is a form of government in which the leaders or the representatives are chosen by us. We have the complete authority, we have the complete right to give vote and select our representative with the help of election. So there are other forms of government also, aristocracy, bureaucracy, dictatorship, but in our country we have democracy. So elections is democratic. In what sense election is democracy? Everyone should be able to choose their own representatives. So to make election democratic, it is very essential that everyone should be able to choose his or her representative. Suppose if I like Rahul Gandhi, I can vote for him. Suppose if I like Narendra Modi, I can vote for him so that he can be my representative, mine or ours. Now, parties and candidates should be free to contest. They should be free to contest. The eligible one who wants to contest in the elections are free to contest. There should not be boundings that only the son of those those ministers or those rich candidates can contest. Anybody who is eligible to contest, who get the ticket for contesting, can contest. Elections must be held regularly. It should be held regularly at regular intervals so that new modifications, new type of candidates, new ideas are coming to being, are coming to effect. Elections should be conducted in free and fair manner. What do you mean by free and fair manner? Fair here indicates that there should be no discrepancy. There should be no hidden secrets or any type of misbehavior, any crime or something like that, or any type of external pressure from the other authorities. We'll come to know in the later chapter that election commission is the one who looks over all this matter, that elections are held in a free and fair manner. Now our next topic, is it good to have a political competition? What do you mean by competition? Competition is something where two persons, two candidates, two parties, they compete with each other. Yes, it's a very good to have an electoral competition. Why it is good for have a political competition? Because with the help of competition, regular elections provide incentive to political parties. What are incentives? Incentives are nothing but the fundings, the financial help which are sought to them with the help of the government and other tax and all. So regular elections help them to earn incentives. So these are the fundings for the parties, and these incentives again come back to us in the form of whatever this year, the budgets and all, the railway budget and everything they comes to us only. These incentives come to the public in the indirect form. To get nominated and win, ruling party will work efficiently. So suppose if I am a class captain, or if I am the topper of the class, so to get good marks in the next exam, what I'll do? I study more and more so that nobody can take my position. In the next exam, again I'll top the exam. So here also what they will do, they have the fear that if we don't work efficiently and we don't work nicely, then other party will overtake us, or we will become the opposition and they will become the ruling party, because if we don't work well, the next time the Indian public will kick us out. So we'll work well. So the fear of nomination or to get elected help them to work efficiently. Next, ruling parties get motivated and will force to serve the people. Since they get motivation by getting more and more votes in the election, they'll keep working nicely. Like BJP, they won in the previous election. Again they won in the next election. So now they are working very efficiently so that they continue their government. They can continue their government again and again and again. Now, what is our system of election? What is the system of election? Elections are held in India for both the houses. Elections are held for two houses, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the election in which we give vote, and the Rajya Sabha they do the direct voting from the public. Rajya Sabha elections, the voting is done by the members whom which we elect, that is the MLA and all, they vote for the Rajya Sabha. But the thing is that the term of the house of this election is 5 years. After every 5 years, the repeated elections are held. Elections are held in all constituencies. Now, what are constituencies? These are the different geographical areas. Suppose the state of Assam is divided into constituencies. For your general information, the state of Assam is divided into 126 constituencies, like the Jalukbari constituency, like the other chunk constituency. So each geographical area, division of small geographical areas, so that there should not be any chaos, the elected areas are divided into constituencies, each under one MLA. Now, elections are held in all constituencies at the same day. They can be in the same day or within some few days. Suppose 12 February to 28 February is the elections in Assam. So different constituencies, they have different dates, or it might happen that elections held in the same date. So these type of elections are called what? General elections. There is one more type of election, that is called by-election. That is held under only one condition: if accidentally a minister of a state dies, or due to under certain circumstances some type of discrepancy happens to him, then by-elections are held. So for Lok Sabha election, there are 500 constituencies. How many constituencies? 543 constituencies. In Assam, there are 126 constituencies. Remember this. These are for GK. Next, representative members of each constituency is called what? MP. And those representative for the legislative assembly, that is, the each state is divided into specific number of assembly constituencies, and those heading the assembly constituencies are called what? Elected members are called what? MLA. That is, member of legislative assembly. Now, for proper voting, each village or town is divided into wards. Sometimes constituencies are counted as seats. These are this number of seats. This constituency has this number of seats. So this was all about today's session. If you have any doubts or queries, you can get back to me. Thank you for watching.